$174.70 plus your premium. And these are just examples. These are not the exact numbers. So I typically will use the example of a male non-tobacco user turning 65 to start with. These numbers vary by plan. And I looked up some in this area, they were $200 a month. I looked up some that were $300 a month. So they're all over the board as far as what their pricing goes. We're going to shop. We're going to shop. And one of the things you're going to look for if you're going with a Medigap plan is, what is their rate stability like? So there's two reasons that these rates go up over time. One is because of medical inflation, which is a very real thing right now. Two is because of age. It costs more to insure a 75-year-old than it does a 65-year-old. So consequently, these go up over time. And this is just kind of a representative example of how they might go up over the first few years, and they'll continue to go up. So I know people who are in their 80s, and they've got premiums that are north of $400 a month just for their Medigap premiums, but they're not complaining. Usually I'm talking to their caregivers, and they're like, man, if you knew how much dad's in the hospital, $400 a month is like the best deal ever. Medigap plans are subject to medical underwriting, which means that if you have prior health conditions, then they can scrutinize that and make a decision about whether or not they're going to let you enroll in the plan. They're going to approve your application. The Advantage plans, as we mentioned, they're a guaranteed issue. If you enroll in a Medigap supplement within the first 6 months of taking Part B, they're a guaranteed issue. No questions asked. I had a lady who moved to Texas from California last November. And she was moving there because she had a cancer diagnosis, and active cancer diagnosis. We put her on a Plan G, which is the most common of these plans, is the Plan G, because it's the most comprehensive. We put her on a Plan G, and I talked to her. I kept up with her, talked to her a few months later, and she said, Rodney, everything you told me was true. I paid a $240 deductible first time I went to the doctor. I've had chemotherapy. I've had radiation, and they've not asked me for another dime.